Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday Tea Talk. I hope you're having a great week so far. We're almost to hump day. Whoop, whoop. I'm excited. Tuesday nights are always happy for me because that means I completed class for the week. So here we are. I've made it. Obviously, now I still have the rest of the week to go with work, and I should get started on homework for next week. But it's an accomplishment for sure. So yeah, today was good. It was a busy day, had a lot to do, had some things like pop up unexpectedly that I had to figure out how to handle. So, learning and challenges are always good. Also, it was a very just crisp, perfect fall day. So I always love that. Got to wear a sweater, all the fun fall things. Also, we had a fun team lunch today. We had a barbecue. It was from 317 Barbecue, I think is what it was called. So I've never heard of it, but it was really good. They had brisket and chicken and mac and cheese and cornbread and green beans. So I can't complain about that. What was I? So I had to have a Zoom call today with my professor from law and ethics class, my Monday night class. And that was fun to actually have a one-on-one talk with him, because I feel like there's so many people in my class that I don't even know if he knows who I am. But now, and you had to wear masks in class at my school. So on Zoom, I actually had to see what he looks like fully, and he got to see what I look like. There really was no agenda to the meeting. We talked about my first paper a little bit. But then,
really?
Yeah, just he gave me a little feedback on it. Yeah. But then we just got talking about random stuff. And I told him that I had just gone to Starbucks. And he was like, oh, they're so slow at that Starbucks. Because he also works downtown sometimes. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was like, what's your go-to drink there? And he's like, well, I don't really like Starbucks.
Oh.
He's like, I like fancy. He did not say fancy. He said, I like high quality coffee. And all I could think was, you and Michael would agree on that. I wanted to be like, my husband also likes high quality coffee. He goes to some roastery in Zionsville, which is a northwest suburb of Indy. And I wrote down the name of it so that I could tell Michael, so that maybe we could go sometime. Anyway, that doesn't matter to anybody. I just thought that was really funny. That I was like, yeah, Starbucks. He was like, I don't like Starbucks. Okay, sir, that's fine. I can appreciate that about you. And I know Michael would too.
Yeah, I would. I don't love Starbucks, but I do like their light roast or whatever, their blonde roast isn't too bad.
He was like, if I do have to go there, I just get their espresso because you can't really mess that up.
That's funny. Their espresso is pretty harsh, but I've never just get Starbucks espresso. That sounds disgusting. But whatever. I guess maybe their blonde roast espresso, yeah. But even then I'm like, I'm good. But I still get Starbucks. I like their cold brew. Mm-hmm. It's hard to mess that up. So,
yeah.
But
I just want them to get toffee nut syrup back so bad. I don't think they're getting it back for the foreseeable future.
No way.
They might even just discontinue it, is what I've heard.
Really? I wonder why that is. Maybe it wasn't that popular, or maybe moving on. I don't know. Moving on from toffee nut. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So, well, everyone, hello. Hope you're all doing well. It's Tuesday Tea Talk. We got some tea, and we're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Mm-hmm. I'm going to read some comments of soup recommendations, a few that left them. Gigi left, she mentioned lasagna soup.
Ooh,
I've never heard of that.
sounds good.
That does sound pretty good. Lasagna soup.
Yum.
That sounds, yeah, that would be interesting. Someone also mentioned, Deb mentioned lemon happiness soup. So yesterday we asked for soup recipes because Emily is having a soup off or something, or a chili cook off or soup cook off
Yeah.
or something.
It's a soup and chili cook-off.
Yeah. So, but Deb mentioned lemon happiness soup from someone Lawson. And yeah, I believe she left the recipe.
Yay.
Or no, yeah, she did. YouTube recipe. Well, hello.
She said it could win the aroma category. That's a good idea.
There you go. Stacy. Hi, Stacy. Stacy mentioned the Italian wedding soup. I don't know if I've ever had that. Is that well, I don't know if I've had that.
I don't think I have, but if it has Italian sausage in it, I think I would like it.
Yeah. 76 Scott girl. Hello. She mentioned the colon skink is a fancy soup here, but would definitely not win you the prize for nicest smell.
Oh, it's made with smoked haddock, which is fish, right?
Yeah.
Haddock. Oh yeah, I don't think I can take that to the office.
That's funny. I mean, hey, it probably has a really good umami flavor to it, like the smoked fish in it, smoked haddock in it. And then Debbie or Deeb, hello. She mentioned we should do a duo soup. We do the white and Michael does the taco soup.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I could enter both.
Yeah. That's a very funny idea. Well, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're all having a good week. And then HM just commented on my vlog, my number 4 vlog.
Aww.
From November 19th. My 4th vlog, or it was when I was doing the Petermon vlog challenge. Hello, HM, and I know there's other comments down here. So I'm just going to read some.
Okay.
Shelly, she mentioned from my vlog 279, I always say this, but I really enjoy the random things you talk about. Well, thank you so much. Lisa mentioned, or she said, trail, yeah, the AT is no joke. And there are some real characters out there hiking. I'm sure your friends have some stories. Yeah, it's so true.
Does AT mean Appalachian Trail?
Yeah, because I talked about how Joseph completed the trail. Yeah, that's crazy. And I texted Joseph, with the whole Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito or something. There was a theory that Brian went to the Appalachian Trail, and I was texting him. And, Joseph was telling...
You were texting Brian?
No, Joseph. I was texting Joseph about the possibility of Brian over there just to ask if he's heard anything. But he said no, but he said that word spreads really fast for people that are on the trail, like actually doing the trail, not just your random campers. And there was a guy that was called the Hammer person or something, Hammer Killer or something like that on the trail. And word got around about him, but he had not heard. He said that people in his group had heard about Brian, but no one had really seen him or anything. Anna said trail. Hi Anna. Sheila said trail. Hi Sheila. And then this was from a few days ago. S. Silver said, I love Emily's jacket. Looks like a nice fall day and a perfect for an outdoor market.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, S. Silver. Evelyn said, did you see Peter's video? He did one of Newfields too. I did. I saw Peter's Newfields video. I thought it was really good. Newfields is pretty cool. I would definitely recommend the Christmas lights if you're going versus maybe that one. But that one was the decorations were crazy. I feel like for like Halloween, I mean it was crazy.
If I ever go back, I want to go during the daytime because I think it'd be better, at least for taking cool pictures.
Maybe. I really like the nighttime. I mean, I'm sure, they have a daytime event for a reason. So I like the night one. I don't know what the day one would expect. You might be able to see some of the bigger pumpkins that were like real pumpkins, not a lot of their fake giant. Yeah. But I don't know. The nighttime was really cool. So as well. And Lisa mentioned, so glad you got to go to the farmer's market. Those donuts looked so good. Pots and pans. Yeah, they did. The donuts were really good. And I was just thinking, man, that's just such a good side business, unless it was like someone's actual business. They make those donuts. But I don't think it was. It's just a fall thing to do.
I really want to take the time to bake something or make like a homemade from scratch treat. I just feel like a lot of people around our age have not like carried on those traditions of making super delicious homemade from scratch things like pie and donuts and different types of bread, although you definitely have made bread.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just with the coming on of fall and the holiday season, I want to slow down and try to just make one thing myself from scratch in the kitchen. I feel like I go too fast and I'm just like, oh, let's just buy something from the store that's easy. Mm-hmm. But it's so satisfying and delicious if you can make it yourself. Anyway, that's just a random deep little thought.
Yeah, especially like people, I mean, we live in a city area and there's not a lot of, making home goods in the area we live. So that's my thought. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. But like if I was in a smaller town, in my town, like in Danville, I feel like it's pretty common. Maybe not for our age though. I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I guess it is just so much easier when you think of like baking something. It's just easier just to bake a pie. I mean, to buy a pie from the grocery store because it just is.
Or you can even buy one of those frozen pies and you can bake it in the oven and it's hot, but you didn't make it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, bacon pie is something. It can be pretty complicated, I guess, if you make the pie dough and all of that.
When I was younger, I made actual pie crust with my grandma and made a pie. And we also made apple dumplings from scratch. Like, that is such a good memory. I need to do that. Although one thing I have made, and my parents are carrying out the tradition, is homemade applesauce. They actually made that with some of the grandkids.
Oh, cool.
Two weekends ago, last weekend. So, hey, maybe I will do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good to do. I guess my grandma my great grandma used to make, my grandma too, Granny would make homemade applesauce. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a big part of my childhood. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. There was always frozen homemade applesauce in the freezer. But I think that was, my great grandpa had a giant apple tree. And it was like really, I guess, a big deal. Like the whole family would go get the apples and they would make applesauce. And I still remember, they would make applesauce. And then the last time that we made apples, they froze as much as they could. And I still remember they kept it for years. Like my granny had an entire freezer full of applesauce. That's crazy. And I still remember the distinct taste of that applesauce. So,
homemade applesauce is so good. Also, growing up and still today, my parents have a dedicated big freezer. So you have like the regular fridge that has a freezer in it in the kitchen, but then in their laundry room area, they have a full-sized freezer, which has a bunch of applesauce in it and other frozen things like meat and stuff. I'm like, wow, that is crazy. I don't know if I will ever have a just freezer like that.
I think we will. I think we will, yeah. I mean, I grew up with one. It's nice to have, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I remember my friend had one, and actually, it was really old, and it was very old. He took the handle of this upright freezer, and somehow the handle got connected to an electrical wiring in it, and it shocked him, and he couldn't get his hand off of it, and he couldn't move, and he was like, he just froze up, and he was like stuck on it for I don't know how long, for I think a few seconds, and he was like he couldn't move, so I don't know. He dropped down to the floor, and eventually his body like naturally let it go or something.
That is a horrifying story, number one.
Yeah, I don't even know how that's possible, but I mean, it was my best friend Josh. So then I remember the freezer. It was really old.
Honestly, I kind of feel like something like that would happen to Josh.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, 2 stories coming off of that. First of all, I grew up in Indiana, but it was a more rural, small town area. So a few of my friends had farms, and they had cows and an electric fence to keep them inside of the area. But of course, as teenagers, with a bunch of friends over, we decided it'd be a good idea to form a human chain, like holding hands, like, 10 people deep. And then the first person has to grab on to the electric fence, and then the electric current runs through all of you all the way to the end. And it's such a crazy feeling. I was never brave enough to be the person to grab the fence. One time I was at the very end of the chain and I could feel the shock. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't know why we would willingly do this. Probably because we're teenagers.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
Okay, the other thing, if and when we do get a freezer, dedicated freezer, I want one that's upright and not like a chest that you have to dig way down in.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you grew up with, but I grew up with a upright one. I feel like it's much easier to find things.
It is.
That doesn't matter at all, but just a thought.
You wanted to say that. That's funny. Okay, let me continue.
Did I accidentally turn the mic off? Or is it good?
Oh, it's good. Elise said, I really enjoy going to the farmer's market, especially on vacation. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. I don't think I've ever been to the farmer's market on vacation, but that's a really good way to see a lot of the local vendors, I would assume, right? See all who's, really good food from the local area. That's a good idea. And then I'm just going to say, I'm just going to say hello to some of the people that commented. Sheila, Jill, Baxter the dog. Hello. Hello, Jill. Hello, Baxter. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Elise and Lisa and Jody. Hi, Jody. And Brian Hitzone. Hi, Brian. He mentioned about going to Connor Prairie. But we are going. Yeah, we are going. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Yeah, we're going the day before Halloween. The 30th. And let's see. Winnie, Saturday I spend in recovery after a tough week. Yeah. Have yourself a great weekend. Yeah. Ben. It's been raining so much in Indy this week. I went to a Notre Dame game this week for 2 days for a little road trip. I had never been, and it was so cool. You should go if you ever want to go somewhere for a day or two. Also, you should go to the race. It would be fun. I live in Speedway, a few blocks from the main street. I love just hearing the cars roaring by. Yeah, that's true. I almost went to the race. And also, I've never been to Notre Dame. I do think it would be really cool to go there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like I have had friends that have gone up there. Yeah, it just seems cool. It would be fun to go there for a football game.
I bet it'd be pretty to see it in the fall.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It would be. Universities in general are just really pretty in the fall.
Yeah, when I got to Butler this evening, it was magical. I was like, this
Really?
is so nostalgic. It was perfect temperature. It was sunny. Like the sun was kind of going down and the leaves were changing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Universities can look so beautiful around this time of year. So, and it's just a beautiful time, beautiful time of the year. And let's see, Yulzang Beauty, hello. Hopefully I'm saying that name right.
Mariah.
Well, Yulzang caught up on the vlogs and she had a busy week. Well, hope your week is going better. And thanks for watching. Mariah commented, "Hi Mariah, she's our good friend." And JK, Noodles, Emily Seaspiracy is also a good documentary.
Yeah, I should watch that.
Yeah. And Joelle Tell. This is old, guys. I'm sorry. These are like old comments. I don't know if you'll see this, Joelle Tell. But she said, hello. I've not been keeping up. And it was great watching this and checking in. Hope you guys are having a fantastic October so far. I hope you are too. Hope you're doing well, Joelle Tell. And hopefully I'm saying that right. I think I am. Joelle Tell, right?
I would have to look.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments. We do appreciate them. And yeah, I hope you're all having a good week. I am going to just tell you some really quick random information while I do this. Okay. First off, new Apple AirPods are coming out and they have something called spatial audio. And I didn't realize this, but I have iPod Pros and they have that, but I think the new ones will also have that. And it's crazy. It's, they're in your ears, but you hear sound in front of you and behind you, which I didn't know that was a feature, but I think it got added on at some point. So new Apple AirPods are coming out. This one kind of blew my mind. It just so crazy. The new MacBook Pro, if you buy everything on the MacBook Pro, all the add-ons will cost $6,099. $6,000 for a laptop.
No.
Well, that's with everything, but still, that is
Crazy.
just so crazy. Yeah. And then my last one is a Frank Lloyd Wright house is on the market for the first time in 25 years for $1.96 million or $1.9 million. So, and it's on the Lake Michigan.
Cool.
That's cool. I like Frank Lloyd Wright houses. I mean, we toured the one in Kankakee area. It was really cool. And they had it up to date, or they've been trying to make it as up to date and historically correct as possible. So I always thought that was really cool to see. I like his stuff. So
Famous architect.
Oh yeah, he's a famous architect. If you didn't know, mainly I think he has a lot of homes.
Prairie,
Oh, in the prairie.
right?
I don't know. I know he has a lot of homes in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And then
The prairie.
okay, yeah, the prairie. So and then he has stuff in California, I think. Well, throughout the states, but mainly I think his most iconic stuff is in Michigan, I believe. I think I don't fully know, but yeah. So that's everything. If you're still watching this, I don't even remember what we fully talked about. If you're still watching this, comment down below.
Freezer.
Oh, freezer. Comment down below freezer. Do you have a freezer? Do you have a stand-up freezer or a chest freezer? I think both are fine. The chest freezer, I mean, you do have to dig in and get it and all of that stuff, but I mean, whatever. I don't think it really matters. Obviously, the stand-up freezers are pretty nice. So, yeah. That's everything.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your week, a good Tuesday night, if I get this uploaded. Hope you have a good Wednesday. And we will see you tomorrow. So, if no one's told you this today, you are loved, and this world's a better place because you are here. Have a good night. Bye.